The young core for the Houston Texans is damn electric, man. I have to say, these young guys are making plays week in and week out. And all shout outs to Nick Caserio, because we knew coming into the season that this Houston Texans team maybe won't have a lot of W's. But what we were looking for is growth in last year's draft class, and to see which rookies this year will be impactful and how impactful, and what we could do, going into year 2 for them. And I can say both classes, both groups have answered the bell. There are some cornerstone franchise pieces, and there are some pieces where it's still, let's wait and see what we have. Maybe there is something there. And like I said, shout out to General Manager Nick Caserio. But before we talk about this young group of guys, I am almost at 5K subscriber, guys. Once we get there, I will be giving away this signed Houston Texans helmet. So answer the question down below. Who is your favorite rookie? It don't have to be from the Houston Texans. It could be from any other NFL team. I really want to know. Put me on, guys. And let's go ahead and start with this year's rookie class. Derek Stingley, I think, has lived up to the hype. And he had a solid game last week against the Jags. A huge interception in the goal line. A changing play for this Houston Texans team. Kind of contributed to the win. Because you could argue if Jacksonville scores on that drive, maybe they put us away and we go into the bye week 0-4-1. I would love to see Derek Stingley in more one-on-one matchups, right? The Houston Texans love to play that cover 2 zone. After the bye, we go against Devontae Adams. That would be a fantastic matchup. A all-pro, wide receiver against a fantastic rookie like Derek Stingley. That is going to be a good matchup to see. But shout out to Derek Stingley. Fantastic job so far. The other first-round pick, Kenyon Green, I think has been everything you asked for. Had a rough game last week against the Chargers, bounced back against the Jags, is very solid in the run game, and is very promising in the passing game. The left side is fixed for the Houston Texans. Laramie Tunsil and Kenyon Green are going to be here for a number of years, and I, have faith in these two, protecting Davis Mills on the left side. Your second round selections, right? One of them was Jaden Petrie, and he has been everything you've asked for since, coming out of Baylor. The question was, can he transition to the high safety? And yes, he answered the call. I'm sorry if I, have to keep on swallowing. But he answered that call with 2 interceptions against the Bears, deep in the middle of the field, picking off Justin Fields. And last week against the Jags, I'm going to keep on bringing up these Jags game because this rookies played damn good against them. And Jaden Petrie, very solid last week. We haven't seen rookie linebacker Christian Harris yet. Hopefully after the bye, he starts against the Oakland Raiders, because linebacker, this veteran linebacking group for the Houston Texans just isn't there. We haven't seen John Minchie also because of the cancer news, but he comes next year. Excited for him. Damien Pierce is your franchise running back. Damien Pierce might be your rookie of the year. And for years to come, this dude is just going to be running over people. I said it in the beginning of the year. This is going to be your Energizer Bunny. The reason why the offense gets going. He single-handedly won the game for us last week against the Jags. 99 yards, a touchdown. That huge 20-yard, 8-tackle broken run. 17 forced missed tackles against the Jags. The most PFF has ever recorded. Shout out to Damien Pierce. Austin Decklius, we really haven't seen a lot of him. Quentin Tarantino, we really haven't seen a lot of him. But maybe we see more of them, next year, because the later rounds haven't really, played for this Houston Texans team. Switching to last year's draft class, right? We've been talking about Davis Mills so much, I didn't want to start the video with him. But Davis Mills, this is one of your wait and see guys. A guy who's started his 17th game now, very young into his rookie career. Can he wow you the next 13 to 12 games? That is only going to be up to Mr. Davis Mills himself. I think he's done pretty much okay. He hasn't wowed you. I could say going into the offseason, bring in competition for him. And I could say going to the draft, if you have the number 1 overall pick right now, I could say it's going to be very hard to not pass on Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. I don't want Will Levis. Dude's pretty much old. Nico Collins has taken some steps the past 2 games because was pretty much a no-show in the first couple of games this season. 5 catches, 64 yards this game. Last week, a huge 50-yard bomb caught from Davis Mills. when there's a big play to be made in these past 2 games, it has been going to number 12, Nico Collins. I do expect by the end of the year, this might be the Houston Texans' number 1 wide receiver. More on the draft class. We haven't, Garrett Wallow has gotten a lot of playing time as of late because number 58 and number 51 were so damn bad in coverage. Was able to make some plays, breaking up some passes. Another draft pick from last week, Charlie Heck, had a nice pancake block on that Damien Pierce run. We are seeing a lot of production from this youth group, from this youth movement. Another young guy is Brevin Jordan. Haven't seen him so far this season. Is going to come back after the bye week against the Raiders. Is he going to give us some juice into the offense? That only remains to be seen. I am happy with this young core. I am excited for this future. You guys let me know what you think. As always, go Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.